Let me say something that might annoy you. If you're trying to be normal, you're probably going to end up average. Average income, average body, average life. And the worst part? You won't even realize it's happening. You'll just wake up at 28 thinking, how did I get here? Be honest. How many times have you held back an opinion in a group because you didn't want to sound weird? Yeah, exactly. That's where it starts. You ever notice how in games, the meta gets boring fast? Everyone runs the same build, same weapons, same strategy. It works, but it's predictable. And then one player does something different, weird strategy, off-meta build, and suddenly they're dominating. Life works the same way. But in real life, most guys are terrified to run their own build. They'd rather copy because copying feels safe. Here's why your brain does this. Thousands of years ago, if your tribe kicked you out, you died. So your brain still treats social rejection like physical danger. You feel that little spike of anxiety when you say something different. That's ancient survival code. But here's the update your brain missed. You're not going to die because you like business more than partying. You're not getting exiled for wanting to build something. You're not getting banished for being obsessed with making money while your friends just scroll TikTok. You're just uncomfortable. That's it. Let me call something out. Some of you hide how ambitious you actually are. You joke about wanting money. You downplay your goals. You pretend you don't care that much. Why? Because if you act like you don't care, you can't fail publicly. That's protection, but it also makes you invisible. When I say be weird, I don't mean act like an idiot for attention. I don't mean be loud. Real weird is simple. It's being unapologetically specific. You like coding? Lean into it. You like flipping items? Learn it seriously. You like lifting heavy and tracking macros like a psycho? Own it. That intensity, that's what most people are too scared to show. And intensity creates results. Let's be real. Minecraft is weird. It's blocks. You punch trees. You build cubes. And somehow it became one of the biggest games ever. Why? Because it didn't try to be normal. It committed to being different. If it tried to copy every other realistic shooter at the time, you wouldn't be watching this gameplay right now. Here's the part that hits harder. When you constantly filter yourself to fit in, you build friendships around a fake version of you. And that gets exhausting. You laugh at stuff you don't find funny, agree with stuff you don't believe, act less driven than you actually are. Then you wonder why you feel disconnected. It's because they don't know you. They know your safe mode. And safe mode never wins. Hard truth. If everyone likes you, you're probably not taking real risks. Because ambition is polarizing. Building something is polarizing. Self-improvement is polarizing. The moment you seriously level up, some people get uncomfortable. Not because you're wrong, because you remind them of what they're not doing. There's this lady I've read online about that talks about this idea that you can intentionally change traits, become more outgoing, more disciplined, more bold by practicing those behaviors. You're not stuck being the quiet guy. You're not locked into background character mode. Identity isn't discovered. It's trained. You build it like stats, one rep at a time. So here's how you apply this. Small reps, not a personality overhaul. One move this week. Say the real thing instead of the safe thing. Share the goal you usually hide. Admit you actually want more. Not in a cringe way, just honestly. And don't over-explain. Let the silence sit if it gets awkward. That's growth. Picture two versions of you at 30. Version 1. Still playing it safe, still blending in, still normal. Version 2. Took risks, built skills, was unapologetically focused, lost some people, gained better ones. Which one respects himself more? That's the real question. Being normal feels safe. But safe rarely builds anything. The guys who win, they're a little obsessed, a little intense, a little too much. They don't shrink to fit rooms. They grow until the room adjusts. So stop running the default build, design your own, and accept that not everyone will understand it. The right people will. And they're the only ones that matter.